Hey everybody, just wanted to put together a quick review of the rear bumper made by Tuff Stuff. It is the single action tire carrier bumper, so you can see what that looks like here. I installed it 3-4 months ago, something like that. I paid about 600 bucks for it, and what really appealed to me was the fact that it was a single action tire carrier, which allows you to open the back door and it takes the tire off with it. You know, you don't need to go ahead and open the tire first, swing it out, and then open the door. So that was cool. As you can hear, when you close it or when you're driving, you do get a little bit of a rattle. Kind of sounds chintzy, but listen. So that bothers me. I mean, for something that you pay 600 bucks for, you would think it'd be a little bit better than that. I understand it's not poison spider or something that's going to be $1,200, but still, it's certainly not cheap. So what I've realized is with this swing, it's very difficult to find the perfect threshold between these two arms. These, I guess they basically hold it so that it can pivot. As you open it, they kind of move, as you can see. Okay, but what's weird is that the bottom one is closer than the top is. So either my Jeep is oddly shaped, which I doubt, or this thing's just not perfectly built. Either way, it works. It took a long time to figure out how to get these two perfectly the perfect distance apart, the eye holes, so that it would close and then still meet up on the rubber here, because that stops a little bit of the shaking and the noise. You can also see on the other side, same thing. It really doesn't meet up at all. Kind of disappointed in that. I thought that would hold it and keep it from shaking a little bit. It doesn't. And then down here, there's something that either, you see as I open it, it kind of hits. So I don't know if that's meant for stopping you from opening it all the way, or as you can see when I close it, kind of goes into that cup. And I don't know if that's supposed to stop it from shaking. Either way, that thing's kind of a pain in the butt too. And I have it adjusted so that it's nice and firm when I close it. I want to make sure that it's not shaking as much as possible. What I did that was kind of cool, I added the old tail light, brake light. So basically, when you get this bumper, there's no way to mount any type of tail light, so you essentially have the cable coming out and it just hangs there. I thought that was kind of a dumb design, but what I did anyways is I cut it off of the old tire carrier and put a couple holes in it, and then bolted it up to the spare holes for the actual wheel holder. So that works out. I mean, it looks pretty good, Can't really complain there. Show you it as a whole. Another thing that I thought was very concerning, very disappointing actually, is I take this thing off-roading, obviously. I mean, it's a Jeep, and we do a lot of crawling out here, rock crawling out in California, San Diego area. But we took it out, and after one nice long trip of camping for a couple of days, it failed miserably. And let me tell you why. So basically there are 3 slits here, and that allows for a lot of movement if you have any force that hits the bumper, like a rock, or if by chance these little crap washers kind of loosen up or whatnot. You can imagine this gives a lot of movement. So what happened was I must have landed on a rock, and somehow they shifted in a way where this side went down, this side went up, and essentially what ended up occurring was it dented the heck out of the back of my Jeep. As you can see, it scratched it quite a bit. It's starting to rust, and this Jeep is I don't know, about 6 months old, 5 months old, 4,000 miles on it. So as you can imagine, I was a bit disappointed, but that I thought was a pretty big disappointment. They told me when I wrote in and asked, what the deal is on this, why would you build it like this? It just seems to create such an opportunity for failure. And what they explained is that every Jeep out there has a frame that isn't square. So they created this so that you can fit it on any JK out there. Seems pretty logical to me. Nah, that's not true, but either way, pretty disappointed in that. All in all, I wouldn't buy it. I don't think I'll buy it again, and I'll probably end up going ahead and I'll replace it here soon. I don't like the fact that it shakes and makes a bunch of noise. I'm almost afraid, just at the build quality, that it's going to end up doing something to my door, something that's going to cause me to have to replace it. It just doesn't seem sturdy. Doesn't seem like a very good bumper for what you're paying for it, and I know that there are a lot others out there. So I'd say 3 out of 5 stars. It holds up. You know, it went through quite a bit of stuff with me, but obviously damaged the hell out of my Jeep, and that kind of pissed me off. So with that, and the fact that it's very difficult to get that arm to mount perfectly and not shake or anything like that, I'd give it probably a 3 out of 5. Good luck. If you have any questions on it, let me know. I've gone through the installation, I bought it, I talked to support. I would steer clear if I were you, and I'd buy one that does have just a separate tire carrier arm that you can open on your own. They seem to just be a lot more sturdy. So good luck, guys.